Yo, I'm on the camera. Dan, you're in the. Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're streaming another PC build today. I'm Greg. If you've been following Playtech for a while, you probably know me. This is Dan over here. Usually works in our showroom and designs our PCs and things like that. So today we are building a Hunter Platinum system on jump on our website, check out the Hunter systems there. The Platinum is our second highest spec, I think.
No, it's not.
Wait, so
we've got
silver, gold.
Oh, second highest of the Hunter range.
That's right. Yeah. Silver, gold, platinum, and then diamond, Hunter, all of varying specifications and things like that. So, what do we got? Oh, got a couple people in chat. There's Gibson again. Hey, ya fellas. Hey, ya Gibson.
Good to see you again, mate.
G'day, mate. Like always, shout out in the chat, and ask us questions, give us some advice. We've only done this a few times before. Yeah, this will be great seeing Dan finally build his first PC system.
Yeah. Don't be too harsh on me.
First.
Today. Still learning.
Yeah. How many PCs overall do you think you've built there?
5.
Not this week, but like.
Oh, I thought you meant today.
Yeah, today.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I don't know. Clicking well over 100. I don't know how many.
Yeah, easily in the hundreds. What do we got there? Gibson saying, "Hey,
I'm wanting to build a PC from a bunch of separate parts, but I can't install the motherboard into the case." But I can't do install motherboard to the case.
Not sure what you mean there, Alvin. Bunch of separate parts, but I can't do the install. Putting the motherboard into the case is super straightforward. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Shortly.
You can watch me do it.
Yeah.
And I'll just type through the chat, and I'll go with you step by step and teach you how to do it.
Yeah, easier than it seems. When you haven't done that kind of stuff often before or something like that, it can seem pretty daunting.
Oh, but do make sure you're ready to go, though. I'd hate to get to that part and he's not actually near his PC.
Well, even just watch what we're doing and just okay. Keep track of what we're doing. Watch the stream. We've got our camera that we can actually put down inside and watch on the PC. Keep track of what we're doing. Ask a question if you see something happening that you don't understand, and just soak all that up, and hopefully you'll be ready to go. If you are working on your PC right now, maybe you can kind of work alongside us and kind of try and keep up. No, we're taking it pretty slow today. We're not racing today.
G'day, Kieran.
Yeah. What else we got? Gibson, yo, I am yet to find a game that doesn't run on my PC. How good is that? Even Need for Speed Heat with the Unite 2.2 mod. That is always good. Whenever you put together a new PC,
he's using the word "run."
That doesn't run.
It's got the 960. He's got the 2400.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
send us some benchmarks, man. We'd love to see how that's going.
Right. Start a YouTube channel. Do some Need for Speed videos. So Alvin is working on his PC now. Kieran's in the chat. G'day, Kieran. G'day, Kiz.
Please don't.
It's Gazza and Dazza here.
Yeah, get out.
Kizza in the chat, ready to go. Gibbo's in the chat.
I have to leave.
Alvin's working on his PC now, so keep an eye on the stream, Alvin. Watch what we're doing. We are literally just about to start. Dan, are we ready to go? Should we get started?
Okay. So basically, the Hunter came about because someone wanted to play Warzone at 2K with 144 average FPS on high settings. So that was the first ever Hunter that I put together. I wanted something 8-core RTX 3080, 32 gigs RAM, liquid cooled, nice case, full RGB, all that stuff. And we went with the terabyte storage because that's kind of, in my opinion, the industry standard nowadays. Like Call of Duty Warzone, if you have multiplayer installed, is somewhere around 300 gigs now. So, if you've got a 500, you've used up pretty much everything on just COD. So I want to show the parts that we're using for this PC. And on Thursday, after the PC's done its 48-hour stress test, we're going to go ahead and bench it in Warzone to prove that it's going to do that 144. Or actually, I think the monitor, the guy that this one's for is using, he's got a 155 Hz monitor. So we want to make sure it's able to average 155 Warzone at high settings.
Always got to be difficult. 155 Hz.
I know. Where did that come? Where did 165?
Like 144, easy. 155, what?
Like the Asus is like, you know what? Let's go 280.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Okay, let's just throw numbers at there. Why not 420?
Soon, I'll make it happen.
Yep. Okay.
It's easy. You just take two 100 Hz panels and put it with a 120 Hz.
And you just
and then another
times that by 69.
Okay, you've had enough. Okay, so I'm going to get the parts. Bam. This is the most important one. It doesn't actually work without this bad boy. This is Windows 10. Let's do a Linus and throw all the parts on the table. I'll switch the cam to the...
What do we got? Alright.
That's my favorite. The Tough 3080. Gotta have matching motherboard and graphics card brand. Okay, we got everything here.
Gibson says, are we on the Playtech Messenger? Not right now. But if you send us, we don't usually do that through stream. But if you, what's the best way to send stuff through during a stream? I don't know. We haven't figured that out yet. We'll figure that out. In the future, we'll figure it out so we can do we can watch YouTube videos or bring up the browser and play around with stuff like that. We had it a little bit last time, but I haven't set it up for today, so we'll come back to that, Gibson. So hold on to those.
Did you say anything about the Kieran replying to Gibson Winter? Did you see that comment?
What do we got?
He says, but instead of assembling the PCs, we'll rob people of theirs and show a disassembly stream. So we've got that figured out for you. What you need to do is just play this in reverse when I'm done. And there you go.
Wow! Yeah. Like, instead of giving this to the customer, some guy just comes in with his PC and we just, pull it apart and put it back in the boxes. Yeah.
That what?
If we're,
Okay, moving on. So anyway, for this PC, we've gone with an 850 watt gold-rated power supply. This bad boy is fully modular. Have tos. We've got an 11700KF, the 8-core. No discrete graphics, don't need it. Terabyte Crucial NVMe SSD. And 32 gigs of CL16 3200 megahertz Trident Z. So that's your bits and bobs. And obviously the centerpiece.
Oh, yeah.
The best part of the whole build, the RTX 3080 Tough OC. This is my favorite graphics card, actually. And then my second favorite motherboard, the Tough Gaming Z590 Plus Wi-Fi. Okay, well, I'm just going to get started. You can tend to the chat while I get going. Bad boy opened up.
How you going with your build, Alvin? Where are you up to? Gibson says, if I bench a surprising score with no overclock, will you hook me up with a 2x4 gig 1600 DDR3 kit? Do we have a 1600 DDR3 kit?
Yeah, sure. If your PC can do 60 frames in Warzone and look decent, I'll give you that. I'll give you that kit. I will ship it out.
That's a challenge.
You have to pay shipping, but I'll send it out to you.
Yeah.
I need to see 60 frames in Warzone, and then
60 frames solid.
you get your RAM.
What are we saying? What graphic setting?
14, like probably 144p. I don't know, like just 1080p, and then you can figure out the settings. I'd love to see if that's possible, actually.
Alvin, yeah. So you're just following along with us. ATX motherboard. Yeah.
Look how
That's
good
all
this
good.
board looks, man. I need to get in close on this bad boy. Look at her. Holy man! Back in the day, this would.
Man, it's so funny
I would have
what
done dirty things with this.
what motherboards look like now compared to what they look like
Yeah,
5 or
all
6
blue
years ago.
and-
Like, yeah.
Bam, that's in there. Close this bad boy up. Keep it safe. Keep it secret. Get onto the man. We've actually walked into a trap here. He said if I bench a surprising score with no overclock. He didn't say which side of
Yeah, like
surprising.
surprisingly
It's like
crap.
3 frames. We're like, oh no, he's got us.
Damn.
It's surprisingly terrible. Okay, let's check. So that's 1.
Yeah. Oh, game over, guys. Great
Okay,
stream.
that's We'll see you guys next time.
So,
when
Alvin,
I figure out how to put RAM.
Dan, what are we doing there? We're installing RAM.
Oh, he's. I thought.
Alvin's starting from scratch. He's following along. He's got an ATX board as well. We've got an ATX board here too, Alvin. So yeah, first up, chuck that RAM in. Just easy.
Okay, just tell us where you are. This is actually kind of perfect. Like that. He's following along. Like this.
That's cool.
Okay, let's see. Starting from scratch, following along. Okay, where to next? Water cooling. Yep.
Yep, it is a liquid.
Water cooling. Yep.
Yeah.
Totally. I forgot to actually show that. Thank you.
Yeah, and the pump.
The PF240. All reliable. She's a good girl. And the, I don't know if you can see it. You should be able to see it from the back. But we've actually got the Silverstone pump cover. But with the little Playtech logo in there. So when she lights up, she looks real good. I'll take off this little thing. Maybe you can see it a bit better. Actually, where's my phone?
Get some light on there.
Boom!
Oh!
How sick is that?
Oh! That actually looks pretty dope with the light.
Thank you. I made it myself. The phone, I mean. Okay, we'll get our NVMe in there. Now we need a little motherboard screws. Okay. Here we go. A little box of goodies. There she is. I can backtrack if our good friend wants to let us know where he is in the build.
Yeah. So basically, doing all this stuff before we put it in the case makes it just a little bit easier afterwards. It makes it a lot easier, actually.
It's the way to do it. You shouldn't do it any other way.
And if you're just getting into building PCs, sometimes it's good to set all this stuff up, like Dan's got there, sitting on the anti-static bag, and then maybe plug it into your power supply and just give it a quick boot and a test first.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Where they've done the...
So what we got here is the solid state drive. The OS is going to live on.
Check this out.
What do we
I've
got?
never actually seen this before, but they've got like a little...
A new clip. Oh, okay.
What do you get? Look at this.
Look at that. So
on this bad boy.
it's always a bit of a pain with the M2 drives because they kind of spring up in place and you got to kind of like hold it down to screw it.
So I don't know if you guys can see. Let it focus there.
So this tough
But
board.
usually you just have to put a screw through the top there.
Yeah.
But this actually has a tiny little clip, and you just, if it wants to work, boom, bam.
Clip it in and then
That's
what?
that bad boy.
Do you clip and screw or is
No,
that?
you just that, and then you put this back on top. So
Right. So yeah, the heatsink holds it in place anyway. That's cool. New innovations every day.
Terrible focus.
No, just put a hand in front of it and it'll.
Put a hand in front of it.
Hmm.
Checkmate. Checkmate, atheists.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I think the reflection is making the camera try and.
Yeah, too bad.
Yep. So there's a sticky tape, double-sided sort of thing going on there.
Sticky tape double-sided.
Yeah,
Hey, this is called a thermal pad, and it helps reduce the temps to keep your SSD running quickly.
I just mean that you got to peel the sticker off.
Your temps go up.
Yeah. So your temps will definitely go up if you don't peel the sticker off.
To build computers.
I'm just saying because we see that all the time. People not
You're on
peeling,
2 strikes.
not peeling the sticker off. That thingy there.
This is true.
And then they come in and they go, "I just bought."
Probably, actually, I'd say once a week we get someone who's installed a liquid cooler without removing the remove before install sticker that goes on top.
Like any cooler or anything like that has like bare copper or anything that's got a sticky thermal pad like that will have one of these little tape things on it or something to basically to just stop it getting gummed up or whatever beforehand. And just so often, man, we see people like not removing that sticker, whacking it straight down in their system.
Sorry, I can see Tom watching the stream, just doing nothing.
Oh, yeah. Just
okay, buddy.
The rest of the office is just watching our stream. Yeah. Just criticizing us.
Yeah. Sorry.
Just like under their
Tom,
breath.
you want to come in and do this?
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, you're more than welcome. I've already done all the
I forgot we had the world champion just in the other room. Yeah.
He's actually the world record holder for
the
the slowest PC build ever.
Yeah.
Do you want to come in and prove me wrong?
No, one day we will do races back on here. Sometimes in our workshop, the guys will have a race every now and then, and
Sometimes.
There he is in the chat. I'm way too busy for that. What do we got?
Your Honor, that's cap.
Jaden says, "Is building a PC hard? I've never built one. It seems hard, but it's pretty straightforward. But there's just a few places where you really have to pay attention, and that makes all the difference. It's like you only really get a couple opportunities to really mess things up. So watch the stream. Obviously, see how hard it looks. It doesn't look too hard. We breeze through one of these things, and we usually, like, for the stream, we'll probably be here for another hour or hour and a half or something like that. And that's kind of just taking our time with it, making sure we explain what we're doing and stuff. So, yeah, just stay tuned and see what you think. See if it looks tricky or what.
I like to do as much of the preparation, like all the stuff that you can do on the motherboard, get it done before it goes into the case, because it becomes a whole lot harder to get your hands in there and reach over. When you've got heat sinks the size of this one, and it's in the PC, to try and get your fingers in through here, it can be a bit of a nightmare. So try and get that all done as much as get as much as you can done before you start putting your board in. I know this PC case can actually be a bit of a pain to install the liquid cooler after you put the board in, so I'm going to do it first.
Everyone's on Facebook at the moment. There's not really many people watching on Twitch or YouTube. If you're on Twitch or YouTube, shout out in the comments and give us a yell. We're trying to I can hear them watching our stream and judging us. Anyway, we're trying to get people on board on Twitch anyway, and we're trying to push to try and get affiliate. So yeah, shout out in the chat, tell your mates, get everyone on board.
What's Tom having a giggle about? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah, what's Tom laughing about? Let us know in the chat.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that makes sense.
No, not.
We actually playing on Twitch.
No, I'm watching this on Twitch. Yeah. Just had a bit of a just worried that we're offline, but no.
Tom has brain lag.
Tom was watching our old Twitch channel, not the new one. But that would have explained why not many people watching us. Although it would make me question why the 1 or 2 people that were watching us were, if we were offline. Gibbo says, I'm downloading Warzone now, big boy. Best be writing the address down tonight.
Could be keen.
Oh, Razor Gem 555666. Got any tips on connecting the power and reset cable to the motherboard? Because that part of the build sucks. That part of the build does just suck.
Okay, let's get into it. So I'll move the anti-static out the way so we don't get all the glare.
Yeah, we got to suck up lots of static.
And I'll show you the bottom here. I don't know if it'll focus.
Yeah.
Come on.
Might maybe turn the light down a little bit. I think the reflection is.
That's up. Okay, we're going this way. Ooh.
Maybe.
Man. Okay, why don't we just do
yeah.
that? Let's proceed.
Anyway.
Moving on.
But yeah, plugging in those tiny little headers does actually suck, Razer. There, some manufacturers, they make you a little like plug thing that you can connect onto it. I know Azus used to do that for a while, which makes it like a little bit easier, but it's still fiddly.
So nowadays all of we call this the front I/O.
Yep.
And nowadays all of them, the top left, if you look at the bottom right here underneath the front I/O, you can actually see which one you're meant to plug in each one. And most of the time, power LED will be top left, and the bottom left is HDD LED. Top right, so we're only looking at these 8 pins here. Top right's power, and bottom right's reset. You can watch that again if you want.
Yeah.
Sorry that I did.
But yeah, like in terms of actually like physically plugging them in, yeah, that just sucks. That's just. Yeah, sorry, we don't have a better answer to that. But yeah, you can get little adapters that you basically plug everything into, and then you plug that into the motherboard. They used to come on some motherboards. They used to come in the box and stuff, but I haven't seen one in a little while. Although I haven't been looking, so I don't know what happened to them. True. I remember what they called it. It was like a quick I/O plug or something. Easy I/O plug or something.
Easy I/O.
Yeah,
that sounds familiar.
Like that.
Oh. That sounds like
you know what we should
probably a web browser game.
What?
Easy I/O.
Okay.
Can you find the other? Thanks, bro.
What did you lose? What am I looking for?
Both my sanity and one of these.
Oh dear. What for the pump?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is.
Thanks, bro. Easy.
Warzone solos tournament and give away a Playtech gift card as first place prize.
But I'll win.
Yeah.
Why would
I don't know.
I mean, I'm happy to do that, but I'll win.
I've had the hiccup since like 12 after I did my army induction. That's right. He was saying that he was joined the army the other week. It is the most annoying thing ever to trying to cough as a hiccup comes up. Just I don't know.
Thought of that. That's yeah.
So, aren't you supposed to like stand on your? Aren't you supposed to like stand on your head or drink a glass of water upside down or something? Or
yeah, there's so many.
Yeah.
Pet a dog while running a marathon.
Yeah.
Drink some ice cream and then eat some water.
Yeah. Winner solos Warzone.
So that's what I was talking about. Boom bam. You see on this, what it says there is please remove before install. So what we're going to do is, before we install it, we're going to just remove it.
So that's the secret.
That is
the secret. Follow the instructions.
Apparently, the hardest part of building a computer.
Yeah. And like we've seen so many people do that.
Probably one a week, I'd say. Probably one a week. They come back with a dead pump or a dead processor or...
Well, like, my temps are like 90 degrees and I'm...
Dude, this is an i3. Like, why is it running so hot?
Come on now. My mate's got the same setup, but his one runs like way cooler.
Okay, I'm gonna need to...
Oh.
It just was like blocked at the end and then it just...
I hate that, where it just... It hasn't sealed properly and it gets like a little bit of dryness in the end. Okay.
Okay, where's the... Do we have one of those little spreaders?
Probably not up here.
Okay, Mr. Running Man.
Yeah. You want
actually. It's fine. I'll just use the end of this bad boy to spread it a little bit. Should be okay.
So, typically the idea is to, either get a blob in the middle or do one of the little patterns that people do. But
It matters less than you think.
Yeah, I mean, I would say placing the pump down flat is the most important thing.
Making sure that when you make
But
contact, it's as straight
like
as
that.
possible is more important.
Instead of going like that, because that will just. Yeah, Sandeep.
Almost
AMD stuff like you can crank 90 easy, you know.
Yeah, AMD stuff is
yeah.
hard,
It's that's just the way they are.
Jesus.
I mean, like, yeah, you know, like sometimes their operating temperatures, especially under load, are just quite high. So you don't need to like air it out, but
Well, I mean, it's
the noise annoys you.
They're rated for so like they can handle 105.
Well,
It's just recommended that you don't, but it can.
Well, like most surface mount stuff doesn't even like operates fine up to 200 plus sort of thing, you know. So yeah, you know, like I think like when people were like, "Oh, I got a thermal warning at like 83 degrees or something," and it's just like
It's just another.
I don't even get out of bed until.
It's like, it's like when your CPU fails at that temp. It's just the manufacturer being like trying to avoid responsibility, I guess. Oh, you didn't cool it properly.
Razor says, "Is it just me, or do all-in-one water coolers suck because you do not know when the pump dies? Trust me, you will know. if you don't know when the pump dies on your AIO,
they suck if you buy a Cooler Master one.
yeah. Well, I mean that's a valid point as well. The worst liquid cooler I ever had was is in the early days.
We ditched Cooler Master because the pump just kept dying.
Yeah.
It's like, you know,
I can't remember what the model was, but far out, that was terrible. Noisy pump, everything. And that was in a Cooler Master case as well, and it didn't even fit properly in their own case.
It's all tight. Okay, that's everything we need to do on the board. Now I'm going to put the fans on the radiator. We'll actually go back and zoom out a bit so I can get a view of everything going on here.
Yeah, now it's a competition of who can run their gear the hottest. 83. I've had my Founders 1080 at almost 100 degrees. That is a Founders card, though, you know.
What? 198 degrees. Don't look at the. Yeah.
That's the thing, Don't look. And if if it's running loud, if the cooler is going super loud, just
Tom, like you OC it to 5.6 and it posts, and you're like, don't press delete. No F12.
That's the other thing, Like if it's going, especially on a good overclock on Sandy Bridge or something like that, just don't touch it. But if you're running at a hot temperature that's still within operating, and you've got, you know, your cooler's going crazy, just turn your headphones up. That's the best thing. I've
got two Noctua 140mm 3000s in my PC. And it is so loud. But my GPU's GPU's running 2280.
Yeah.
Like 2280 megahertz, 79 degrees. I was like, okay, we're good.
I mean, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like sometimes when people have their PC on their desk and like they're cranking it and everything like that, and they get annoyed by the noise, it's kind of like, well, the PC is right in front of you. You know, it's like right up next to you. It's going to be annoying no matter what, really. But yeah, you know, like I said, I was like kind of taking the piss a little bit, but like realistically speaking, most people are wearing headsets when they're gaming these days, so it's not as big of a deal as you would think. I would rather have the performance, to be honest. Or just put my.
We used to just run our CPUs at that temp.
Yeah.
Where do you think the term cranking 90s came from?
Yeah. But like, I would just put my PC under the desk, and as long as it's within operating thing, and I'm happy with the performance and stuff, I'd be sweet. Or, you know, just come buy a big grunty cooler off us. That's the other thing, you know.
Temp's not guaranteed.
Razor says, have you guys watched The Verge's PC build? Yes, that was horrible. I think we've all seen that, Dan. Have you seen that? Me and Tom watched it when it came out, I think.
That's where I learned to build computers.
Yeah. I went to the Verge University of PC Building Excellence.
That's what you guys showed me when I came in. They were like, this is how you build a computer.
Yeah.
You made me watch it 200 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had to watch that video 200 times to really get an understanding
drill it
of what
home,
not
yeah.
to do.
What does he do? He plugs his like horrible cable management, things plugged in backwards and stuff, and like he did something stupid with the cooler as well. Like just everything he could have done, eh? Yeah. I just remember it being
they like
horrible.
had a shot where you can pull it up, can't you? They had a shot where it was like showing the CPU socket after you just put the CPU in, and the thermal paste was just
yeah.
It was just...
What is it? What's the build here? Sandeep says CPU, GPU. We've got the RTX 3080. What have we got? What CPU is that over there, Dan?
This is an Intel 11th gen Core i7. It's an 11700K.
11700K, yeah. If you jump back earlier in the live stream when you watch the VOD, we've got the full spec and all the boxes. Otherwise, we'll just be pulling it out as we go. But yeah,
she's pretty. She's very pretty. I'm gonna lose it when I see this thing turn on. I love this build. Okay, that's done. That's done. Time to tidy up the workspace a bit.
Gibson says that's what you do when Rodney comes knocking too. Who's Rodney? Is that like a Is it? I don't know. Feels like a joke we're not in on.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, like Rodney. Huh? Anyway, what's up next?
It came from Fortnite. Nah, dude. You must be really young.
Yeah, 120 FPS in League of Legends.
How do you not know Rodney? Which one? Which Rodney? Put a last name in there.
I don't know, Rodney.
Together. Rodney 1 or Rodney 2? Oh, I love it, man. The rear I/O is like already on the motherboard.
Oh,
just
fancy. Fancy.
Literally just.
When Rodney comes knocking, you'll know. What?
That's so good. It's such a perfect, like, you know, the when thing? Like, it's like the same idea. Like, it's like. How do you not know Rodney?
Now I'm living in fear of Rodney.
Oh dear.
Alright, what are you looking for?
Case.
Yo. Alright, case time. Hey. Right. The piston head in a car connects to a rod, and when you've got a fucked one, your engine starts knocking. I get it. My granddad told me that when he was young, he blew a piston in his motorbike, so he pulled over in Teatitu at his mate's place, and they made a wooden one to get him home.
Way. No
but
way.
I'm like, what?
No way.
It was a
You're on a...
It was a 1929 Harley Davidson or something like that. It was like a real old one. But I'm like, but you look at the horsepower of the old bikes, and it wasn't that much, eh? So I just wonder whether he got away with it.
54 horse?
What?
My VSA is 54 horse. 500 single.
That
It
sounds
was the first bike to average 100 miles an hour on the Isle of Man.
Yeah. Because most of those BSA 250s are like
Mine's at 500.
20 horsepower.
Yeah. If that, dude. Some of them are like 11. Yeah. My VSA does 100 in first gear, and then it goes 40, 40, 40. Like, increments. Like, the first time I rode it, I just kept stalling it because I would just shift a second.
Yeah.
But my granddad's like, no shift. Stay in first. First good.
Alright.
And our case, the Deep Cool Matrix 54F.
Wait, we're just out of shot. Yeah. No, that's cool. What's the code on it?
Code on it.
So what was the model number you just said?
It's
Matrix 50.
Matrix 54F.
Matrix 50. Not Matrix. Matrix. EX.
Mate with your ex.
Should always live in fear of Rodney. Anyone should, especially me owning a Subaru. Yes, it is the quickest way to... Yep. I was going to say, the quickest way to drive someone broke is to give them a Subaru.
Drive someone broke?
Yeah. Oh, drive someone broke.
Man, Greg, you're funny.
Think of it as your CPU thermal throttling, but instead of doing something about it, you leave it to slowly kill itself. Ah.
What do you mean? That's what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
5.3 gig all-core.
Yeah.
Let's go! What's the temp?
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Wait, let's position this.
Yeah, you can do the little listening boy. And turn up the light as well. Yep. Okay. So,
you might have to. Yep.
Yeah.
Just lifted them. Oh, we need
too much wheat bix.
Yep.
Okay.
I think we need a bigger arm or something like that, eh?
Oh, not possible, bro. Not possible, bro.
True.
Okay, so we're gonna check the motherboard standoffs. Make sure we've got enough for the motherboard. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
So, Alvin,
we've
if
got
you're
9 in standard spacing, which this has already got. So it's pretty much just.
Alvin, if you're watching, this is the part. So, standoffs are on the motherboard tray inside the case. Those are the things that hold the motherboard up and stop it from being.
Okay, so I'll point them out.
Yeah, let's just do a quick look.
This little bit, I guess it's very hard to see. I'll get in there. I'll get really in there.
Get really in there.
We're in there. Where are we? Okay, there we go. We can see one. So this bad boy.
That guy there.
This is a motherboard standoff. So this is what the motherboard screws into. Well, not the motherboard itself, but the screws that hold the motherboard.
Yep.
You'll see soon. I'm going to zoom her back out. Good to see ya.
Holds the motherboard in, but just lifts it up just a little bit off the tray so that it's not smashed in there. It's not going to short or anything like that. Now, as you can see, this is always a bit of a snaky mess doing it with the cooler attached, but it does make it easier.
See, now that's all done.
Wait, yeah. See, it looks messy, but...
This is... What was that, Tom?
Yeah, just more criticism from the peanut gallery, from the quiet in the cheap seats.
Listen, Tom's laughing. If he's enjoying himself,
Yeah.
can't be that bad.
I don't know
Tom
if he
doesn't smile or laugh at anything.
Is he laughing with
Except
us?
like Corsair prices. What this man speaks is the truth. Good.
What's
going in there?
Doge to the moon. Yep. My mum is the side of the moon. What? Why would you say that about yourself?
My mum is the side. Wait. Why are we giving Doge to your mum? That's what I
Gibbo.
want to know.
Yeah.
Gibbo.
Why are we giving Dogecoin to Gibbo's mum?
The real question is, why aren't we?
Why aren't we? Yeah.
We're so behind on the times.
Yeah.
Have I done the rookie mistake? Okay, we've got to bring this bad boy so I can reach under here.
Oh, yeah.
Don't touch me there.
Aha! Aha! Surprise! That attached to the back of the inside of the case.
The back of the inside of the case.
Yeah. Just
What are you doing?
It's just having a fiddle.
Just having a wee fiddle.
Yep.
Okay.
Gibbo's mum is cute. What is with you guys?
She ate all the coin.
I want to be like, Gibbo, are you going to defend your mum? But then he's like, nah, yes, she did eat it away. I'm like, bruh.
Usually other
Bruh. Yeah. I'm like, everyone deserves the right to defend their mother, and then these guys are like, okay.
Okay, what can we see in there?
It's pretty feral. Oh my god. Your mum got your dad's looks, bro. Is that where the problem came from?
You know, like the handshake meme, and it's like my mum's worst genes, my dad's worst genes.
Yeah. Yeah. Feel like one day we're gonna get Gibbo's mum in the chat. She's just gonna see. No, she's just gonna see see the live stream. What the fuck?
Just let her know it's at Playtech NZ.
Yep. Just
try and get that doge out of her.
Make sure she likes and subscribes. Follows us on Twitch.
Using the gun, we don't tighten these bad boys all the way. We go back in, tighten them nice and softly with the screwdriver.
So Alvin, if you're still there, tightening the screws in the motherboard to hold it in place.
The other chipmunks are doing.
Ooh. So we're just securing the motherboard in place. How tight are you going there, Dan?
Not very tight.
No.
It's kind of like I like to hold it with like 2 fingers, and as tight as I can make it with my 2 fingers, like this.
Yep.
That's as tight as I'll keep it. If I use my whole hand, I'll crack the board. So.
Yeah. You don't want to thrash the board or
like. You can kind of see back a bit.
Yeah.
Like 2 fingers to tighten like this. Yep. That won't go any further now. But yeah, that's good. All done. So now the board's in there. Bam. Look.
Yeah, we need the camera higher up, I think, eh?
Sure. Okay, let's try that. Is that better or worse?
Yeah, Michael, you're right there, Michael. You do it too tight, then you're gonna burr the screws, crack the motherboard, not be happy, and then you're gonna come back to us and say it's a manufacturer's fault.
The only thing you're supposed to crack when you do this kind of stuff is Windows.
Don't tell Microsoft.
Who is that?
Yeah. Yeah. No. Like we see it happen all the time. People do weird little things like that, or like bends pins in the socket or something like that, and they come back and see us and they go, "Oh, I was like that when I got it." And it's like, "Oh, dude, I don't know if it was."
Was it though?
There's the worst one that we've ever seen.
I go get a motherboard and a CPU. I'm like, okay, show me.
Yeah. Show us how you did it. Show us exactly what you did, and we'll work from there. No, I don't even want to tell the story of the worst one because the person who it's about could be watching and they will know it's 100% about them. I don't want to.
Have to.
No, I don't want to I don't want to bum them out. I don't want to shame them because it'll whatever.
But they already know that you're talking about.
I've got to think about it, and I've got to figure out a way that I can tell it without
There is no way. You have to tell it as it is, and give
it
their name.
So let's say there was a person that had a very distinct color of hair.
It was not very easy to.
They had very distinct hair color, and they came back to us and they said that the CPU socket was faulty when they got it. They had problem getting the CPU in the socket, and they said it was broken, And when we looked at it, the socket was actually bent, and even the CPU was kind of like
Whoa!
Yeah, like they'd try to like. What we sort of it was on it was one of the AMD FX chips, like a 8 core or something like that. One of those when AMD started making their real sort of comeback.
Real sort of comeback.
Yeah, in my mind anyway. They this person, I can't remember what the method of keying the CPUs was at the time, but the person obviously hadn't noticed the little triangle or whatever it was, and they tried to put it in backwards. And so what they'd done is they'd actually bent the socket from trying to force it in. They'd kind of like disfigured the socket and also the CPU itself. And then they brought it back to us and said that it was like that was just how it was when they got it. So our guys sort of took a look at it, and just keep in mind this person had a very distinctive color of hair. So when they looked into the socket, they could actually see a hair that was the color of this person's hair in the socket, because this person had been like obviously stressing about it. So yeah, pulling the hair out, stressing about it so hard, and it was like, and they're like, oh, it was like that from the factory. And then we sort of looked at it, and our technician at the time, pulled out with tweezers a hair that matched the hair. And goes, do you reckon that this was in it when you got it as well? And it was just like, damn, like, oh my, like, there's no coming back from that. So they ended up buying on the spot a new CPU and motherboard, just to get up and running. You know, I think it was that there was some.
That sounds awesome.
They were trying to get it done for the weekend or something. But the moral of the story is, if you get in over your head, don't just keep digging. Just, just chill out, take a break, maybe come see us the next day or something like that. Like, chances are we can fix it in a very short amount of time, and it won't cost you another maybe $500-600 on a new motherboard or CPU or something like that. And that was, like, it's just, if you get in over your head, just chill out a little bit, get in touch with us, talk to some friends, whatever and stuff.
I think, for your first ever PC build, it should never be your own PC. Always try and build someone else's.
I think best thing to do is fix PCs before you try and build them. Like, pull them apart, upgrade them, repair them, get comfortable unscrewing things, get comfortable knowing where all the cables go and stuff like that. Once you've been doing that for a little while, building is easy in comparison,
True.
Dip your toes, yeah. And just go work for the Verge.
TLDR, don't fuck it up.
That's exactly what it is. I hope the guys are watching this, because in the end, the guy ended up sorting his stuff out, being a good customer, and and learning from it and everything like that. Just a really unfortunate way to get started. So if you are watching this, sorry man, but it is pretty funny.
He's not sorry.
Yeah. Can Kizza and I come build a PC for you guys in your little office? Maybe one day we'll do the bring your child to work, and we'll get your mum in.
So what we're gonna do, like, an idea, you guys can bounce it off us, or bounce it off you. Sorry. We'll do like you two versus me. So you guys try and go as quick as you can and assemble the PC faster than I can. How does that sound?
Ooh. We could even possibly
we'll put up 100 Doge, or or his mum.
Or
the same.
We could do a wager. Maybe some maybe a gift voucher, or one of our prizes from the back here. But one day we have to figure out how we'd even film that.
Or they can win the grand prize of getting dumpstered by me in a 1v1 in COD.
Yeah.
That's up for grabs too. If anyone needs that, let me know.
Yeah. The trick is, a tournament where you have to build a PC while also winning a 1v1 match at the same time.
You have to get the PC online, and then you're in.
Yeah.
It's like a tower defense game. You have to build the computer first.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not too much just yet. We should try and set this up on a white tape. You just get rid of this mouse pad, man. It probably looks so much better on just the white.
Yeah, I kind of want the kind of blue color there.
Put the table on an anti-static mouse pad, bro.
Yeah, yeah. No, I kind of want like that blue color that we've got in our actual workshop, because black and white colors are just the cameras can't tell the difference between black and white, between a light and a shadow. So whenever you try and focus on stuff, it gets a little bit dodgy. So I think like a blue or a red or something, maybe like.
What about go get the big light and just shine it in here?
No, but it's still black though, so it's still
the breaker.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll figure that out. I want to actually bring the camera back a little bit as well. Like I want to be able to maybe I'll like attach the camera from like up high or something like that, so that we can kind of position it a bit better or something, you know?
Better or something.
Because we want it to kind of like, for this kind of stuff, we kind of want it to be like. Which way are we going? This way. This way. There.
Okay, Greg, I need to use the bathroom, so you're going to proceed from here for a minute.
All right, what are we up to?
Well, you know, you've built a computer before, right?
Yep. We
you can do whatever part you like. Yeah, okay. I've just done the cables. I haven't actually put the power supply.
Nah, that's cool. That's kind of a better shot, eh? Right, what do we got here? We got a Silverstone DA850. Let us install that. You guys in the chat. Dan, who is manning the counter, dude? I think it'll either be one of our techs, or it'll be Paul, our the GM, watching the counter at the moment. Oh no, actually no, it won't be, because we're downstairs right now. The showroom is probably closed because the high school league is happening. And when the high school league is happening, it's actually broadcast live from our showroom. I don't know if you guys have seen that much, but basically all the high school teams, all the high schools put together teams for Valorant and League of Legends, and they they basically do like a school kind of like a qualifier. And then they all compete. The schools compete against each other in esports, which is pretty damn cool. But we actually have we've got a pretty hardcore streaming set up down in our showroom at the moment, where the guys sort of sit down and actually cast the games from there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's high schools only. Who's that saying, Gibbo? We should rock up and storm them. I don't know, were you referring to the high school league, or were you referring to the COD 1v1 PC building thing? Either way. Keen. I'm playing Warzone with the Playtech boys. Mom, get out. Yeah, like when your mom doesn't make nuggies for dinner. Your chicken tendies.
Okay.
No, so I just put the power supply in.
Nice. Did you put the cables into the power supply before you...
No, I didn't. Do you do that these days?
Yeah, because otherwise, how are you going to plug the cables into the power supply? Have a look. Plug the cables into the power supply now.
Right. So there's our...
Well, sure. This is good. This is good.
Oh. Do it from the back. You can do it from the back.
Dan's
That's a good point.
I am. I'm very sweaty.
Yeah.
Very sweaty. I'm so sweaty that I don't play with my friends often.
Dan's a sweaty at COD.
If
porn stars can be... What are you talking... That's illegal, bro.
No, it's not.
Receive 100 messages. Nuggies is love. Nuggies is life. Yeah.
New job advertised on Playtech tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because you did the... Yeah.
I actually
don't worry, he doesn't build very often.
I don't actually build PCs. I'm actually the marketing manager, so...
Use the drill gun thing, dude.
Oh, you...
Go on. Next time. No. Next time, it's alright, we'll get in there.
Yeah, we'll get there one day.
I've actually never seen him build a computer, so for me this is extremely...
Sure you have.
Never.
I'm sure
not once, not ever, never, not ever, not.
I suppose... Because I spend most of my time upstairs in the offices these days. So...
There we go. See?
Get down a lot of that.
I get it.
That's a good point, though. So, if you guys didn't follow what Dan was talking about, because this PC has the massive shroud and we've got a fully modular power supply, we are hooking all that up before we go. So, what do we got? We got 2 CPU PCIe.
Did you say marketing? Yes.
Did you say marketing? Yup. Yeah.
He's a marketing guy.
Yep.
I don't know what that means. He just gives Google money, I think.
Yeah. Basically, it means that I take money from my boss and I give it to Google.
Yeah.
And we never see it again. So
well, and then just one of these.
So we got CPU plugged in, 24 pin going in.
That's what I was looking for.
What? Backslash. What?
Oh, Gibson said, well, and then backslash. Hit my team's big boy. Oh, no, I don't even want to ask now. I want to ask who Sharon is, but I know it's going to be some new meme.
I think it's Gibbo's mum.
Oh, actually?
Also, I love that we're just calling him Gibbo as well. Yeah.
Gibbo. What's Kieran's name now?
Gibbo, Shazza, Kizza.
Kizza, that's right.
Kizza, who else we got?
I don't know.
What's Erna?
Erna.
Wait. What about your
Okay, get out of the way. Me now.
What about your GPU 8-pin? Whatever.
You see how the GPU's not actually in there yet?
No, but I mean we're gonna have to plug it in at some stage.
That's damn right.
Yeah.
Check how many 8 pins there, but I think it's got 2.
Right. Ernie, you good? Nah. I don't know. Ernie's not bogan enough.
Yeah. Well, it is. It is pretty bogan. I think.
I'm fucking struggling with this.
What?
I was trying to get the knife in, but it just wasn't going. It was strong tape.
Man, we need some new stuff. I think it should be 2 8s. Give me this. Give me. Oh, this card is beautiful, man. See those 6 MLCCs? You see that? Ooh! I'm getting hot and bothered by this card, man. She's beautiful. This is actually the exact.
Nice.
This is what I want.
So that's the tough 3080.
OC. It seems like we're selling out at how much we're like, look at this. But I genuinely love this card. Like, it's freaking amazing.
Please hire Sharon to be the Playtech only fans mascot. Look, I can tell you straight away that that's not going to happen.
Can we put it into the budget? Please?
But email through the link and we'll pass it on to the guys for feedback.
We've got a couch. We can have an interview. we can get an interview going.
We better not.
Holy moly, you really didn't do much in the 2 minutes that I went to the bathroom.
I was
I'm just kidding.
I was having a chat, having a yarn.
You literally did nothing. You plugged in.
No, I screwed it in place.
He did.
and then I unscrewed it. Yeah.
You did, and then you did work, and then you undid the work that you had done.
Is that how Playtech does their interviews on a black couch?
It's actually a red couch.
Yeah, it's red, and we don't actually do interviews.
It's red because that hides the
We
blood.
need to hire some people.
Did you hear that?
But
probably for the best.
Yeah, I missed that, and you're not going to repeat it.
I'll repeat it later on.
Yeah.
We should go full Verge next time, man.
Yeah.
Just get you to build it.
That would actually be
normally.
Yeah, like that would actually be funny. Can you hire me to work from home? No. The kind of work.
Can you hire us to work from Playtech?
Yeah. The kind of work we need to do is very hands-on in logistics, and it's not able to be done remotely, unfortunately, unless you can remotely build a PC. Okay, enough about Sharon.
I'm sure she's really nice.
Yeah.
So this case doesn't have a reset switch. Sick. One less I/O I need to plug in. That's gang. I'm a big fan of that. Can we get some pogs in the chat?
Pogs in the chat. Twitch, pogs in the chat.
Actually, don't type in pog. Tom will ban you if you pog champ in the chat. Be very careful. Tom will ban you if you pog in the chat. Tom is what we call anti-pog.
He's poggest.
He's poggest.
Yeah.
That's good.
Sharon is not nice. Have you heard of Trump? She is worse. Wow. What a lady.
Could be keen. I think the worst thing about Trump is that he's a perfectionist. You know?
What are you talking about? I feel like, isn't he like being sued and stuff now for like all the crazy hijinks he got up to?
What are you talking about? I thought it was pretty good.
Just get out.
I will happily. I've got worse things to do.
Yeah.
One sec. Just gotta quickly screw this in so I can unscrew.
Yeah. Just make sure to just do it exactly like I did
Just
it.
make sure to yup.
Yeah.
Hey dude, the English language is so complicated.
Hard dislike the English language.
Hard, yeah. Well, how?
Yeah.
That is a lot of cables, man.
Yup.
And I haven't even begun to do the hard ones. This is just the yikers. Can I get some yikers in the chat?
Yikers. Can we get a sheesh?
That guy. He'll ban me.
Yeah. Just bans us. Mid-host.
Yeah, exactly. He deactivates the Twitch account.
KO.
Also, feet is a ban phrase, by the way.
What? Feet pics?
He said feet, but he spelled it FEAT. He was close. He almost got banned.
Sharon's feet pics is banned.
Those are DMs only. No chat.
Yeah. No leaks.
Well,
right, so what are we doing now?
We're getting there. We're just
managing some cables.
So, we don't show the back of this to you guys because otherwise we'll be out of a job.
Yeah. Onlyfans.com/Sharon's feet.
Just stop responding to it, man.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't know how streamers do this.
Oh. Gonna have to set Sharon as a censored word in the chat. I just heard and then laughing coming from the other room, so I'm assuming someone just clicked that OnlyFans link. No, in the chat aggregator, I think we can set block words. I wish we could change words from Sharon to something else. To just Sharon to Gibbo.
You type in Sharon, it just comes up as something else.
Or just comes up as Gibbo.
He's speaking in third person.
Yeah.
He's got an alter ego. Alter feet go. Let's go.
So right now, Dan's just tidying up the cables on the back of the motherboard tray. It's kind of...
It is a freaking mess back here. I hate... So this case has 6 ARGB fans, which means it has 7 ARGB fan cables, because the pump has one as well. And that makes for...
a very messy boy.
A very fun experience. So you can see it is...
Oh, watch that radiator.
Sorry, my thumb's got it. Forehead. So usually when I cable manage, I like to lie the PC down flat. But I need to first untangle all of this, because this is not how we will be connecting anything. Man.
See, this is the...
nightmare fuel.
This is the tedious part.
Right now, I would pay Greg $79 to finish this, and I could just go do something else.
Yeah.
I would happily, because I hate this. This is the worst part.
That's why, like...
Do you want to take me up on that?
No.
See?
Yeah, I went through
Quite
it.
proven.
No. That's the thing, when you buy a whole bunch of parts, you start building a PC, you get it home, you slam it together, you're like, oh, I just want to play games and stuff like that. The thought of cable management, you're like, oh, I'll come back to that later.
Never
come back to it.
My home PC is not cable managed.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
No. I think mine is.
You would need to, pay myself.
Mine is, but the typical thing is people buy all the parts, go home and build it that night. Whereas, I just cannot be bothered with that anymore. I spent too many times just, staying up late, plugging stuff in and everything. Build it early in the day so that you've got time to cable management and do cable management and stuff. Better lighting.
Wait, do what?
You're going to build a PC at home. Build it, save it for the weekend. Start in the morning.
Sorry, dude, I can't understand a word you're saying. Leave it till last minute?
Yeah. I think 90% of people messing something up is because they're rushing it. It's late at night. They just want to get their PC set up so they can start downloading their Steam library or something. Or just, boot it up, try out the new PC, and they end up, mashing something, or it's not turning on and they can't figure out why or something like that, How many gigs is Sharon? You're downloading her. I think cable management. Karen says he loves cable management, but I think when you,
I think you haven't built this kind of PC before. Then.
No, well, it's just like when you have to do it so much, it becomes a chore. But like when you're just doing it every now and then, sometimes it can be like kind of cool to just be super OCD about it all. But
the biggest issue right now for me is that people are watching. That's the hard.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, do I know what I'm doing? Like second guessing. It's like, someone's gonna see this.
Yeah, but cable ties. Just the worst is like cracking off the back panel of a case and everything's just jammed in there, no cable ties, no nothing, everything's tangled up. People have got like Molex to SATA. Ooh, a bit tight on that one. Just broke a cable tie.
Too many Weepics.
Those are expensive, man. That's coming out of your pay.
Again?
Again.
I already paid for the computer. The heck is...
Yeah, like, see, you say that you deal with Cat 5 and Cat 6 all day. I actually find cable managing network cables to be really, like, I enjoy that more than I do doing PCs. Yeah. So you're probably the opposite. You're probably like, oh, yeah, cable managing PCs is all good. But, that's how I feel anyway.
Greg from over here. Wah.
Greg.
What?
Pedro. Hello. Hey, Pedro. Welcome to the stream where we are building computers.
Kind of. Building computers, kind of.
Karen, I'm a fucking satellite nerd. True. I don't even know what that entails.
Probably satellites and nerds.
I know, but like, is that like the ones up there, or like doing dish installs, or what? Like, we just look at pictures of them.
I get it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, okay. I have 8 Raspberry Pis decoding different satellites. What do you decode?
Can I please have I would love a pie right now. I'm so hungry.
Raspberry Pi.
I'm hungry. Why is everyone...
I do have a stash of snacks. yeah.
Be happy.
No, I'm not.
This is literally tight.
The bottom drawer.
Oh, okay. Noodle.
Look harder.
2 things of noodles. And Nature Valley.
There's like 2 boxes of those things there, different flavors.
Yeah, but dude, you bite into that and then you got to vacuum the floor.
Just trying to help someone out. That's what happens when you try and help someone out, guys. They just throw it in your face.
Man.
They just throw it back in your face.
Who invited you? Who are you? What are you doing here?
Wait, weather satellites. What's the So you wait. You just look at weather? Like,
so you can
my phone tells me that.
My phone tells you that for free.
No.
Then you need 8 Raspberry
I thought you I thought you were gonna say something like GPS tracking, like something or someone. Yeah,
I didn't know that this had
Kiwi. Oh, right. So you run a weather with. Okay, that makes sense. So when I check it on my phone, it's coming from like probably. Okay. That makes sense. I guess someone's got to do it. He runs a website.
Oh.
Yeah, a weather website.
Damn, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess.
Crazy bro certified.
Yeah. At least he's not like targeting missiles or something.
That'd be way cooler. Should look into that, bro. That sounds sick. Or don't.
No. What is your like with watching the satellites and everything like that? What is your like weather predictions like compared to like the weatherman on TV? Because like he's like 50-50. Darren's feet orbiting Earth at a whopping 2 feet per second.
2 feet per person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hate feet jokes. But I love feet jokes. I hate feet jokes. But I absolutely love feet jokes.
Why predict when you can see what's happening live? See, that's an interesting question because you can see, like, I guess if you're looking at the weather of somewhere else.
Mom, it's gonna rain.
No, but like, so you're looking at the weather for somewhere else in real time, right? Whereas I'm usually only interested in the weather where I am in real time, which I can tell by looking outside in real time.
That's...
So,
Bro, you just... There was I'd like to report a murder.
No, I'm just saying, like, I guess people want to see, like, you know, they'll go, oh, what's the weather like in this place that I'm about to go to?
But it's like, does that, like, change your plans, though?
Yeah.
You still go there, though? Probably.
Yeah.
I'd still go there.
Bamboozle. You have fingertips, but you don't have toe tips. You can tiptoe, but you can't fingertip.
Finger-toe.
Fingertip. Finger toe.
I knew that was coming.
Tiptoe. Tip finger.
Wait.
Fingertip. Toe tips. Do you not have toe tips, though? Or is it just that nobody talks about them?
This is way above our pay grade.
Sydney and Brisbane.
Bamboozled.
Yeah. Entire NZ and a little bit of Sydney and Brisbane.
But why?
No, I get it. It's good to know stuff like that.
For who?
People who need to know the weather. Like, okay.
When?
No, if you were like, if you were like if you were running a business and you had staff on location, you would want to know what the weather is like around on locations and things like that. And be like, oh, it's too rainy out there. Well, not rainy enough. Something rainy like that.
Please.
Practical applications.
Okay, I'm bored. I hate cable management. Dude, these RGB cables are going to be the death of me. Tune back in on Thursday to see the PC when I ask Yun to...
Yeah.
Like, dude, how long have I spent? I've spent more time just... And it doesn't even look any different. I've done so much. Look at all this.
Yeah.
It's like, and then stop. I upgive.
You're tracking Rocket Lab launches with my automated sat tracker. Wow, that's interesting. Is that like to keep tabs on them because they're launching all kinds of weird stuff into space? I heard that they were launching like military stuff for the United States, and I think it seems like they're like maybe getting into a little bit of trouble for that. So
could be keen.
Yeah, I'm sure like they're not doing anything illegal. I think it's more just that people don't like the idea of them doing stuff like that, which is fair to be. I think
to be fair,
you know, like I feel like maybe the U.S. military could like put.
I don't know, not do that.
No, like I mean, like I feel like why aren't they launching them from the U.S.? Like their country's pretty big. Kizza, you might know that. You're a satellite man, a space fan. why does the US not launch satellites and things like that from their own country?
Stop saying and things like that.
I will not say and things like that anymore.
Oh.
Space Cadet. Kids out of Space Cadet. As you can see, at least 1 million RGB connections there.
Literally ridiculous.
For the ARGB fans.
From now on, black theme, always.
We need to go back to beige boxes. Like 1994.
I didn't say that.
1994 grey and beige boxes to match your keyboard and mouse.
Let's not get crazy.
Yeah. And like the mouse with the ball. Yeah.
Trackball.
No, like the ball mouse.
Yeah.
What?
Trackball.
Isn't a trackball the one with the ball on the top? You know?
Nani? Okay, so make sure we don't kill any of our fans. We go. There's your hand from the top.
Peter Beck has a third pad in the US. It's actually pad number 2. The third actual pad is next to the main one here in New Zealand. Yeah, but why from here? Is it just because the guys set up the pad and the US was like, oh well, we'll just shoot them from there instead of building our own because it costs money? Or is it because like down here is like a little bit more low key, or like is it because the position in the world where it is so that it's like a different angle or something to launch into or something? I don't know. Like, don't understand. You don't need rainbow puke. Gibson says.
Maybe you don't.
So that's one thing. It's like whenever we have PCs on display, like a lot of the time they're just set to RGB to show people that they can change color. But then heaps of people are like,
but does it go orange?
They're like, why do you have any that aren't rainbow color? It's like, yeah, actually, they can be any color, But right, so it is a US registered company. Yeah, I don't know. Still just doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense.
Not much makes sense to you anymore, eh?
Nah, in my advancing age, in the twilight of my life.
Okay, buddy.
Not a lot makes sense anymore. RGB equals higher power draw.
Not by much.
There's a second NZ rocket startup company about to launch a rocket here soon. I wonder why.
This is what we need. This is what I need. This is the thing.
Do the thing. Get some black Corsair fans and run them off a fan hub. True.
No. Hate IQ.
No.
Corsair is no good. Okay, it's okay. Corsair's okay. Shouldn't be mean to the team.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember they used to, like, before RGB fans, like, you used to get fans that just had, like the Corsair, the first wave of SP120s and AF120s and stuff, and they just had, like, a coloured ring around them. Because, like, RGB fans were still, like, a new thing that was, like...
Oh, they all take it the same. It's called the ring.
Yeah.
I-N-G.
But it's, like, literally just a piece of plastic that's, like, red sticking around the outside. That's pretty funny, though.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Really hope it's different.
Right, they launched from here because we're closer to the equator than the US pads. That's what I was wondering. Right. Closer to the equator. At least you can change the color of fans. Mine's are stuck on rainbow puke because my motherboard doesn't support RGB. You could get an RGB controller and plug them all into that.
Have you tried unplugging the RGB?
Just snip the cables. I'm sure you
We'll
could
do that.
Yeah, you could do that.
You can do what?
Just cut some colors.
Cut some colors.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait. Totally got me. And this is all SATA powered, and the freaking thing you get with it's not quite the same.
Gibson says, "Pog sorted." Just imagining him just ripping the cables out. Just try and play them.
I hate RGB cables so much.
Yeah.
Like, every brand has their own proprietary RGB. So like when you get a set of fans, they're like, okay, you can have this one, and for the other brand you can have this one, and then for the other brand you get this one, and then for the other brand you get this one, and for the other brand you get this one, and for the last brand you can have this one.
Here's my idea, right? This is my idea.
Just all use this.
Yep. My idea is for
5-volt
2021, the next innovation in case design, because you can get such a good case for like $100 these days, or $120. What they should do is build.
The case comes with the thing I need.
Build all these little RGB headers and things like that actually into the chassis, so you just have a little plug. That's what they should do. True. Because like they already know how many fans you can have because there's the fan mounts and stuff.
You can dual mount rads.
Yeah, but at least just give people one. You know,
Yeah.
one little plug for every position. Because I mean, what's this going to cost a manufacturer? Like 5 cents. So they could easily add another $500 onto the cost of the case for every one of these.
True.
Yeah.
I'd pay $500.
Yeah.
Or not.
I'm adding my own RGB controller with 5-volt addressable LEDs running a Wemos Mini and custom firmware on GitHub called WLED. Holy moly. All in my case. That sounds hectic.
But why?
You should be able to like control it with all sorts of stuff. Because it's all addressable and...
Why? You could just buy a Corsair.
But maybe he hates IQ too.
There's a second IQ?
Wi-Fi and home automation and integration. Yes. So you press a button and your curtains close, your TV turns on, and then your computer lights up. And then it tweets for you. It's like, Keza's logging in.
I would buy it.
Get rich,
Take
noobs.
my money. Take my money.
It sends Sharon a message. Come over.
Latest feet pics. That's gonna go there. This is gonna go there.
It's going.
That way.
It's doing it.
Let's go, chat. We're doing it. So we don't want to plug that in the CPU optional, because that'll make it run at full tit. We want this bad boy to sneaky through here. Sneaky. No one can see it. Actually, is there a... Oh, nice. Maybe the tough board is the right choice. Bloody Jesus. I was doing the right thing. AIO pump header. I think I've been... No.
Also adding about 300 LEDs behind my 75-inch TV for ambient lighting. Holy crap.
Whoa, let's go.
Yeah. That's pretty cool though, the ambient lighting stuff. Sharon, come. I request your presence as I assert my dominance onto your feet. Jesus Christ.
What did I just listen to?
Yeah.
When you read those
I'm actually going to have to add Sharon to the blocked words list. I may have to do that.
Like, when you read those out, don't.
Yeah. Have you ever just considered not?
Just don't do that.
Just don't.
Alright, we'll remember. We'll remember the people who are causing a a ruckus in the chat.
Sharon causing a ruckus in the chat. I'm going to add, Michael says, I'm going to add flame cannons that react to explosions on the screen because YOLO. Yeah, that's what you need, eh?
Yeah, but why?
Just so that you can really feel it, man. So you can just feel it.
So those feet pics just, they really pop. I need smaller fingers, bro.
Eli Hankins says, hey lads, what games are you guys jamming currently and really enjoying? I am playing. You guys didn't know this about me, but I'm actually a pro gamer. Right now. No, I'm not. I don't get much time to play games these days, but lately I have been gaming a lot. I've been playing Dead Space, the original. We talked about it.
Yeah.
We talked about it the other day.
Proud of you, dude.
And I found out that it's on that EA subscription thing, so it's like $6 a month, and you get all the EA games through Steam. So I was like, I'm gonna get Dead Space. I haven't played it since I had it on Xbox 360, like 12 years ago or something. And it's actually sick. It holds up really well. But you have to either play it on controller or there's a mouse fix mod that you can get that fixes the because there's like really bad acceleration, and like I think the PC version of it uses like joystick emulation to control the mouse because it was like originally console and stuff. So you got to get a little mod to give it raw mouse input and stuff. And from then on, it's so sick. It's like legitimately one of the better horror games. Full stop. Heaps of vibes.
My God, dude, I freaking hate. It's like, where does this one lead? Okay. I really don't have to disconnect it all again, but this one's that way. This one.
What else we got?
This way.
Scum. I do have Scum. I played it like once when it first went into early access, and I haven't played it since. But I did think it was kind of funny. I have this thing with those survival games. Like I'll usually grab them and then play them for like a little bit, and then forget about it. And then like a year later, it comes out at early access, and maybe I'll go back to it. I don't know. But like all that stuff like Valheim, Rust, Conan, Scum, Daisy, H1Z1. There's so many more that I can't even remember the names of. But yeah, I used to fiend that stuff, but I just haven't got the time to go hard in it these days, Like I think PUBG kind of killed a lot of those games for me, but just because you spend all the time gearing, and then you can either spend time gearing and whatever and stuff like that, and like camp a doorway for an hour and like whatever, or you can just go Rambo it and have fun and
then get killed by someone camping in a doorway.
Yeah, or whatever, and then just keep jumping into new matches and stuff like that, and just keep playing. I don't know. I kind of feel like when Warzone came out, it kind of felt more fun because it wasn't so much about camping like PUBG ended up being. But I don't know. I haven't jumped into PUBG in ages, but that's what put me off it anyway.
Have you played much Warzone?
I played heaps of the beta, and then I've only played like 1 or 2 matches since it came out. But it was a lot
beta.
More. Remember when they did that free?
Warzone never had a beta, just kind of.
No. There was like a weekend free thing for Warzone, and I played it like non-stop, and I was really into it. But then since it's come out, I'll like log in maybe like half an hour every 2 months or something like that, and just like muck around. But yeah, like I said, I just don't have the time or the patience to get back into survival games at the moment. Well, battle royale games, I should say. Battle royale / survival with Scum. But Dan's pretty good at Warzone. That's pretty much all you're playing at the moment, eh? Yeah. That and Hearthstone.
Yeah. Do jam it.
Yeah.
Burns for the reaction time. Sorry, got it wrong. Hearthstone's for the reaction
time. Yeah. Anything come out in did any of you guys see anything new cool coming out soon with E3 and stuff? We did a podcast the other day and watched heaps of E3 trailers, and like 99% of them looked crap. Like
And we had no expectations.
Yeah, like we went in with low expectations and just everything was really boring. There was like 1 or 2 games that we were kind of like, oh, that looks kind of interesting, but nothing that really like blew me away.
Battlefield.
I mean, Battlefield will be fun, but like it's not groundbreaking, you know? Like,
what do you mean? There's evolution. They literally break the ground. What do you mean? It's like...
But it's exactly what you would expect from a Battlefield game, you know what I mean? Like, it's
brilliant.
It's a progression.
Like,
yeah.
As long as we don't get money heist Battlefield, then...
Battlefield looked half decent, yeah. I saw
if they don't go back in time and there's no, like, hardline shenanigans, then sweet.
That's the thing, eh? Like, all Battlefield and COD needs to do is be consistent, you know? Like, they've got their formula... especially COD. COD going into a battle royale was actually a huge leap because COD is very conservative. True. You know, I saw Logan Paul say he could beat Mike Tyson in a fight. Oh my god. No.
I actually believe it.
No, Mike Tyson's a machine, eh?
Mike Tyson's like 200 years old, bro.
Yeah. And the other thing is Mayweather is all about you know, he's all about the money at the end of the day, and we know that whole thing was a stitch up.
Oh, like, true. So Mike would actually just go all out. Yeah.
Mike is a machine. Like, if you look at actual interviews with Mike Tyson, when he's in fighting mode, he's a beast. He's unstoppable. You know, like I don't know. He is in a lot of ways a maniac. Like, you look at the stuff he says and does, and you're just like, he is like he would kill people. You know, but like. Honestly, he would be the last person on earth I would want to box. Like, absolutely. Like, you look at Mike Tyson in his heyday. He was brutal. You look at what he was training. He was like training like 100 hours a week, just like punching like wooden dummies and stuff like that. Like, just trying to, yeah, just. I mean, you look at interviews with him, and he does acknowledge that at that point in his life, he was like severely mentally unwell. But you know, it turned him into a machine, an absolute boxing machine, you know. But yeah, absolutely, he would not. Logan Paul would not leave the ring alive. I don't think. I don't think Tyson would take a fall for the money. I don't think he would.
Mayweather didn't even take it.
Yeah. That's the thing, eh? Is like if it was an actual match with Mayweather where their actual records were in question and it wasn't all about just getting a payday and like having a laugh with a YouTube celebrity sort of thing, then Logan would not have stood a chance at all, you know. It's
I don't know, you guys are kind of underestimating the athlete that he just needs more time. He needs. Keep in mind how many years of experience do the other people we're talking about have? Give Logan the same amount of time and you'll be wrong.
No.
Like, I'm not in any means I'm not a fan of Logan Paul.
No.
I just know.
I just don't think so.
Like,
I've seen what his training stuff like and everything like that, and you look at the videos of Mayweather literally holding him up so that the fight doesn't get cancelled and stuff. You know, it's like Mayweather was playing with him. Mayweather was putting in enough effort to make it seem like it was legit. But you know, like if it was the real deal, Mayweather would have just mopped the floor with him. Mayweather is ridiculously good.
He did though. He knocked Logan out.
Yeah,
for like a solid 5 seconds, and he was holding him up.
Yeah, he definitely it would have been a TKO, I think.
If he had moved out the way.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like the only thing holding up Logan in that fight was Mayweather. And the thing is, it's proven time and time again is that you know, like even though Mayweather's not the biggest guy, power is all about like speed and flexibility at the end of the day. You know, the right hit at the right time. Like those punches are like whips. Like they will destroy you. So yeah. Anyway, Logan Paul.
Getting there.
Yeah, I don't think Pacquiao would have taken the fall either. You know.
What'd you call him?
Manny Pacquiao.
Okay, he's his name right this second.
Did I? Sorry. Yeah, I don't think he would have taken a fall because he's, you know, much seems a bit more principled, even though he's a maniac as well. All right, cables managed almost all. Coolers going
There's
in.
still so much to do, man. Like, it was more so realizing that I left one of the cables in here.
Yeah, it's
really
because we've been
messed me
just bantering so much about Sharon.
Stop! Why'd you bring her up again?
Yeah, it was a crap fight,
I
Gibson.
just got her feet out of my mind.
It took him 2 Sharons.
Trade off her.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to actually do a word filter for Sharon and replace it with Gibson.
We're getting there, dude.
Yep.
We're getting there. Not really very informative. I think next.
I think Alvin dropped off. The dude who was building alongside of us.
Yeah, dude. I was like waiting for his response or something. Like,
that would actually be real cool to have someone video call in while they were doing their build at home, and then we'll sit here with their video call up on screen and try and walk them through it.
oh yeah, rather than us build a PC, we help them.
That would actually be cool.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Oh my
Yeah, no. These no Zoom calls, Discord only. Nah, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do it. Like, for proper live streams and stuff. I really like Skype for creators because it lets us pull the actual video and audio straight into OBS. But there's also
me a solid here.
Yo, what?
I can't take those out without dropping them over the ground. And now can you do this bad boy in? Let's go. We normally have it flat, but I really don't have the space.
All right, radiator going on.
There you go, right there. Well, there it goes. Oh, dude.
A little bit.
Pull it. Pull it.
Perfect. Have it. All right, radiator's going in, guys. If I never say Sharon on here again, hit that 1080p 60 FPS on Warzone and finish a match without crashing, I get a DDR3 8GB 1600 kit and a signed t-shirt by you all that says Sharon, the PTXOF mascot.
How did you come up with that?
He says he wants to make a deal. He's doing a trade offer.
Yeah, but why would we accept that?
Yeah.
I don't understand. What's in it for us?
Yeah, what do we get? What's our side of the deal?
All we have after you is PTSD.
Yeah. You effectively ruin our lives, and then you
trade offer accepted.
Yeah. Fuck it, go.
Yeah. Deal.
He says we get Sharon. Oh, Karen says we get Sharon. Gibson says, I will buy things from you and never say Sharon again. Yeah. Shake on it. If you record some of those Warzone benchmarks and matches, Gibson, and you can nail it, maybe we'll load it up in the browser on the next stream. Just for public accountability.
If you can drop what's like not terrible? Like, okay, what if you can drop a 40 kill plunder game? Your Rams all yours. I'll give you 2x8 GB instead of 2x4.
Ooh,
if you
double
40 kill plunder.
40 kill plunder.
40 kill plunder. That's not terrible.
Yeah. We need video evidence.
Me and my like two best like Warzone mates. I think my record's like 64 or something.
Yeah.
And Jordan's is a little bit higher than mine, and Talos is higher than Jordan's. Tifu's is 106.
Yeah.
But he's got like, you watch the video and there's just like his like stream snipers just fucking parachuting at him. They're just like coming in and he's just shooting them.
No, Gibson, we need video evidence on YouTube so that we can load it up in the stream. No signed shirt though. Because we don't really have a shirt. Yeah. No shirt, then we can't have Sharon. That's fine. We're okay with that, actually.
Deal.
Yeah.
Put it there. Do you have any more cable ties?
Oh, yeah, this is a stash somewhere, I think. Oops, that stash is empty. Actually, there was some in here.
Good time. Aziz. Light.
We need just the small cable ties?
Yeah. I guess I can just do the GPU in the meantime.
Yeah, I'll just go through some.
Be right back. The super sharp motherboard IOs, dude.
From the state of order, not from. Yeah, I've had to just trade the.
Man, sometimes that is probably the worst thing about building a computer. Is sometimes when the motherboard IO is really sharp, cut your finger. Eesh. Shoosh. Let's get the GPU plugged in. Stick the film on the top.
Yeah. Did he do that on stream? Did you guys see that? He's cut his finger on the motherboard IO. What do we got there? Do you think these guys go home and tell their families about their interesting day of live streaming to a bunch of idiots going on about Sharon? Sharon that we have about the computer they were building. Well, so if you want to know about the computer we're building, you just gotta ask. Just gotta ask because we're here all day. Oh. So what do we got here? I just brought up a stash of cable ties that we had, so Dan can get back into it. So we got put this GPU in place. I can find a screw. How many Sharons does this PC cost? I don't know. What's the monetary value of one single unit of Sharon? Which did you guys witness the cutting finger? I wonder which part he cut it on. It's the IO shield. It might have been this bit on the back here. That looks like it's got some sharp edges on it. Let's carry on here. Sharon doesn't have a fiat value. One Sharon equals 5K NZD with an OF sub.
5K NZD.
Yeah. So what you figure on the
One of these.
Oh, one of those. Right. Yeah. I just screwed the GPU in.
You do it properly, or?
I mean,
so quick little tip to screwing the GPU. Don't just push it in and then screw it.
Yeah.
Try to lift it center. So you want to kind of tilt it upwards.
Right.
You want this to line up. And when it gets into a certain point, you want it to be like sitting up against the top so the GPU doesn't start to sag. Because when it sags, it promotes more sag under heat. If you keep it straight, like you can see that when I lift it up. So we want to lift it and then screw. Well, maybe it's down a little bit.
Sweet. So that was the offending bit that assaulted. Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was this one.
They're pretty sharp though. Like, I mean, look at that.
It's like super unnecessary. I think this is what got me here. In this edge.
Right.
You can tell it's fine.
Look at that. Savage.
Just crazy, man.
It's because they're like
Usually it's the Playtex Samurai that I get cut from.
It's because they're like pressed out of the steel, so like the edges are just super sharp on them. Got a Dora the Explorer Band-Aid. Yup. Or a My Little Pony one.
I actually had left my Little Pony ones at home. I just got standard.
Yeah, it's just got a one. We're all out of the cool ones.
The cool ones.
Yeah. How shiny that is.
Darling, you're gorgeous.
Right. So GPU power is in. Oh, there's a stash of cable ties there. Yeah.
Now, with the RTX 30 series cards, you want them to have their own
dedicated power.
Yeah, so instead of like running one and then daisy chaining it to the next, you take these two cables and bring them back and cable tie them to themselves, kind of. Yep. So I'll get a close in on that, and you can see what it looks like when it's all tidied up. run them. Oh, like trying to dig in to get to them. I'm like,
I was trying to cut the GPU box open before, and it just like wasn't. I'm like,
we're both just
let's
not on today.
have a knife.
Not our day, man.
Toby, I mean, it's not necessarily a 30 series thing, but just I don't know. It's sometimes always best to just run your own power, run dedicated power to each one, just so you're load balancing a little bit. It does depend on the power supply though, because some power supplies are just pulling from the same rails and stuff like that anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it depends,
but
that's a good rule of thumb. If you can do it, it's better to.
Yeah. Load balancing. Too much amperage through those small Yeah. Like, I suppose so if you crank enough amperage through anything, but haven't seen any fires.
Have you seen the gigabyte power supplies?
No. Oh, really?
Yep. Silverstone ET500, gigabyte P850. Some of the EVGA supernovas are pretty bad.
Oh, do they get recalled or?
I'm not sure about that. I've seen them like in person.
Who was it? Recently was it XT or something like that were doing the cases that people were saying?
Yeah, the H1.
Yeah, something to do with it shorting out or something.
There was like, so the way the ricer cable would be like, there was these two little screw points that held it up, and then the ricer sat in that, and on the one of them it was just like the metal was just like this, and it would just short and then catch fire.
Yeah. Was that theoretical or that actually happened?
They made it happen. They got it to do it. The customers were complaining about it as well. They were saying, yeah, this happened to me, but that's some people like be involved, I guess. But
yeah,
the thing is, like, all the people that bought one and never had an issue probably didn't talk about it. It's always like,
yeah, that's the thing. Like you like 90% of the time you only hear about something when it goes wrong. Yeah. So yeah. Gotta go get ready for work, fellas. Back in a minute. You have a job, Gibson.
No shot. That's cap, Your Honor.
Yeah. It's not true what they say about you, man. Yeah, mining rigs in particular, melty PCIe power cables and stuff like that is a common thing, and bad risers and stuff,
How tidy can we get it?
Man, building PCs all day sounds like the dream job. That's what you think the first 100 or so.
So it actually doesn't look too bad considering how many freaking RGB cables are tucked in the top left there.
I think the thing is when you've got 7 connections, you're never going to get it dead set.
Test is that penalty.
Yeah.
For now, in theory, this just goes flat.
Oh, it's perfect. Yeah.
What can I say?
That is a triumph. Hey, I think the shield thing for the GPUs is down there.
Should be okay, bro.
She'll be right.
It does easier when it comes back for RMA that way. We have it off. Goes in here. If it feels like it. If it feels like it.
I think it kind of clips in, right? Yeah.
If it feels like it.
Teamwork.
You're not even doing it right.
You're right there.
You've literally.
You good?
No, you've literally.
Look, okay, you hold, I'll screw. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? No, it's gotta go on the outside, yeah.
No, but look at the screw hole.
There we go.
Team Dream makes the work. Okay.
Team Dream makes the work work.
Sure they can see it now.
Oh look, I'm reflecting on the pump.
Steel Series, powered by Steel Series and Playtech. Okay, now can I plug it in and turn it on?
Yeah, sure.
Where from?
There's a jug cord just down.
Oh, will it control everything?
It might do, but only way to find out. Just don't yank the cable too hard. YOLO. If the stream goes down, it's because we've blown a fuse.
Let's go. Okay. Can you make the... I guess it's... Oh, we'll just suit it for the... Can you switch to main view just the...
Wait.
Boom! Oh.
No, that's not really it, eh?
That's not it, Chief. That ain't it. Turn the monitor heaps. Just turn the monitor. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Good. That'll do. And then I need to go.
Wait, actually, hold up.
This
way. Let's go this.
Mm-hmm. Alright, okay, moment of truth. Now, before we turn it on, we double check everything. The main thing to check usually is the 5-volt RGB header. Make sure when you cable tie you didn't bend anything, pop it out.
I cringe at the fact that you guys are using a drill. That ain't it, Chief.
What do you mean? Huh? Bro, when you've done... Okay, so...
I don't want to hate, but like...
Okay,
how many PCs do you think?
let me just quick... Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then one on the motherboard, there's another 9, that's 18. And then fans, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like freaking maybe 50 per PC, and I've done maybe 150 computers. Without this, it wouldn't have lasted very long. I promise you.
Like RSI, ACC, like...
Okay.
Beautiful. There's the RAM. The reposition this a bit.
Man, that's so cool. You move the chat. Just drag the chat spot down here. Possible. Hide it for now. Boom.
There we go. Wait, side panel. Nah. Too reflective, eh?
Too reflective, yeah.
You won't be able to see anything.
So you can see she's all tidy. Oh, the pump LED's not going.
Huh!
I didn't what do you call it? Tape them together or anything? Like,
oh yeah.
So it probably just came out when I pulled it tight. But
fuck that, I never used anything electronic when I was co-running a PC repair store and being the main repairer.
I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. I love that you made things way harder.
To be doing as well as you are,
yeah.
and having that much spare time on your hands, you've killed it. You've absolutely nailed it. Well done. Well done.
I too like to make things difficult for myself as well.
Future.
Yeah, so it looks like maybe pulled the cable ties too tight and the cord on the back just unplugged.
One of the RGB headers has come undone.
Oh no.
Whoopsie daisy.
So anyway,
too sad, so bad.
That's all we're gonna do for today. So what we're gonna do is because we're actually finishing up here in 10 minutes and going home. What we'll do is we'll redo the connections tomorrow, because on our Thursday live stream we're going to be plugging this one in to run through. Let me just change the angle here to run through the COD benches and stuff like that we were talking about earlier. and try to get what we're aiming for, 155 FPS solid at 1080 or something like that.
2K.
At 2K? Okay, so, we're going to be pushing this thing. So, yeah, I think that's probably it for today, guys. So Dan's going to just redo the cable management probably. He's having a quick go now, but to be honest, I think it's a job for tomorrow. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, it was a job for today after all. So what that is when you've got all the cables like bunched together too tight and you pull the thing too tight, it just boop, like that, and then it's a matter of just like that.
I can quickly show them. So
yeah, no, probably not. Yeah. Let's just have a quick peek at the back.
So it was this bad boy up here, and when I pulled the cable tight, this just popped out because it's not. We usually have this this black tape that once you've connected it, we tie it around just to keep it together.
Yep.
But pull the cable tie and whoop, that's out.
Yep.
So, yeah. But otherwise.
So easy fix. So usually when we finish a build here, when it's going to a customer or something like that, we'll do like a 48-hour burn-in test, run it through some benchmarks, make sure everything is operating as it should. So we're going to we'll start that stuff tomorrow. We'll do a full burn-in and everything like that. I don't know if we'll get the full 48 hours before our Thursday stream, but we'll get a bunch of it underway. And then we will jump back in and do some benches on Thursday. Yeah, the camera makes it look like a rat's nest.
You'll see. Take a proper photo of it. We'll put on the Instagram story a proper photo of how it looks like in proper lighting. But man, just so many cables.
Once the high school league is done and we can pull down the other studio, we're going to pull the DSLR up here for the main camera. So that'll give a much tidier look. Whereas at the moment, it's a bit of a mess. Like I was saying before, these webcams can't tell the difference between black and white and light and darkness. So whenever they see something black, they try and mess with the exposure to make it brighter. And whenever they see something white, they try and turn down the exposure. So it's a nightmare for especially black PCs like this. So anyway, that's it for now. Anyway, we'll see you guys back on Thursday. Thanks for jumping on with us. It has been a Kieran, I use my DSLRs for webcams and cameras. Yeah, that's what we usually do. It's just because we've got 3 studios in full operation at the moment. We've had to switch to Logitech Brios and stuff in here rather than the Sony A6500 and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, like I said, that's all for today. We'll be back on Thursday, do some COD benches and things like that.
And things like that, stuff like that.
And stuff and things.
Like that.
Yep. And
thanks for checking in.
Yep.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed. And we'll be back for some more very soon.
All right, we'll see you then.